There are lots of sights to see on the island of Sodor. There's the repair shed, where all the engines on Sodor go for maintenance. Tidmouth sheds, where all the engines rest. And the main line bridge, which carries the main line over a big valley. One day, Sir Topham Hatt came to the sheds to see Thomas. Thomas, some visitors have arrived from America, and I want you to show them all the sights of Sodor. Yes, sir, said Thomas, and he left for the station. Thomas backed on to Annie and Clarabel, who were waiting at the platform at the station. Then they set off for Ellsbridge, where the visitors were waiting. Thomas arrived at Ellsbridge, where all the passengers were waiting. Just then, Bertie the bus pulled up. Hello, Thomas. What are you doing today? I'm taking some American visitors around Sodor, replied Thomas. Make sure you take your time, said Bertie. You don't want to rush it, so the passengers have a good time. But better yet is showing them a good time and being quick, replied Thomas. Got to go, Bertie. See you later. Thomas puffed down the line. Must be quick, he said. Thomas climbed the steep hill to the first stop, the main line bridge. Thomas stopped on the bridge. This is the main line bridge, said Thomas's driver. It is very important for the main line. A few minutes went by. Thomas was eager to leave, so he decided to. Come on, so he said to the coaches. We're going to be late. We're coming along, said Annie and Clarabel. But Thomas didn't realize the mistake he had made. He had left some passengers behind on the bridge. Luckily, Bertie the bus was driving by the bridge. The passengers saw him and called out and shouted. Bertie, over here, they said. Oh dear, what happened? Asked Bertie. Our train has left us behind. Can you take us to him? Asked the passengers. He's not too far away. I can chase after him. Climb aboard, said Bertie. The passengers lined up to board Bertie, and they thanked his driver for his help. Bertie was pleased to help. The next stop was the repair yard, where all the engines go to be repaired. Thomas pulled up to the sheds. This is the repair yard, said Thomas's driver, where all the engines on Sodor go to be repaired. The visitors were looking around. They were very impressed with the setup, but Thomas was eager to leave. Just then, Bertie the bus turned the corner. Wait, I have your passengers. Come on, driver, we're going to be late. We've got to go, said Thomas, and he left the sheds. Wait, called out Bertie. But Thomas didn't hear him, and he didn't know that he had left the passengers behind. Bother, said Bertie. More left passengers. The passengers came to see Bertie. Can you take us to the train? He said. I'm sure I can. We'll catch them this time. Thomas continued along the journey, but every time he would make a stop, more passengers would be left behind, and he had no idea. By the end of the day, Bertie had brought all the passengers to the big station, where Gordon was waiting with the express to take them home. Thomas turned the corner. He switched tracks to pull up alongside Gordon. Everybody off, called Thomas. Gordon will now take you home. Thomas looked back, but no one was getting off. You don't even realize it, little Thomas, laughed Gordon. But Bertie here has brought all of your passengers for you. Thomas was shocked. But, how could this happen? He asked. Every time you made a stop, you left some passengers behind in an eager to be quick, and I would come and pick them up for you. Thank you, Bertie. You've given us a very nice tour today, said the passengers. All aboard, said Gordon. You've got to go home now. Thomas was embarrassed. There was nothing more he could do than watch Gordon leave the station.